Welcome back to our Albanian adventure. In part 1, we took you through the beaches, ruins, and winding roads of southern Albania. But now it's time to head north. We're trading the coast for the mountains and showing you a side of Albania that most travelers miss. Raw, wild, and absolutely breathtaking. But before we get there, let us show you a little bit of Sarandë.
Walked through the central market in Sarandë, and it was first time that we've really been, I suppose, like
Hustled.
yeah,
Hustled, but
I don't say hassled, but you know they're trying to sell you and pull you into their shop. But first time we've had that in Albania.
Yeah.
I might even do a bit of I give you an idea of what it's like in Kasamil for like boat trips and taxis and stuff. They're so polite. Actually, here, Tashi. Say no to my trip.
Say no.
Taxi, boat trip, taxi, boat trip?
No.
Okay. That's what they're like in Kasamil.
I'm not editing that one bit.
Here in Sarandë, a little bit different. They're a little bit more hustle culture. It's definitely not cash only everywhere. Like you can get away with your card, but some places you definitely need cash. But keep in mind, when you're pulling them out of the ATMs here, it's anywhere from €5 to €7 per transaction. So if you're going to pull some cash out, make sure you pull enough out, because regardless of how much you pull out, it's €5 to €7 transaction fee. And a lot of them are out of service. I think I went to 7 before I found one, and like that one that we're just walking away from, out of service. So yeah, not super important to have heaps of cash on you, but some places are cash only, so it's worth just having a little bit on you. One of the main reasons we came here is to look at what is available in the supermarkets. This advice probably doesn't help a lot of people, very unique position if you're traveling around, but we cook a lot of our own meals. Well, Tash cooks all of our meals, I don't cook any. So for her, whenever we get to a new country, it's really important that we go look through all the supermarkets to find things that are familiar so we can have some meals at home. So in Kasamil, the range isn't great across all the supermarkets, especially for meat. So we've come to Sarandë and we found things like high protein pasta, salsa, we got oyster sauce, soy sauce, stuff like that, which we couldn't find in Kasamil. And it wasn't from a lack of trying, because we went to every supermarket in Kasamil. So I'll try to get a bit of footage of Tash when she walks out, and because I know she's pretty excited to be able to buy some of this stuff. Traffic is wild here.
We booked our bus from Sarandë to take us up to Tirana. The bus, an experience in itself. A little warning here. Be prepared for tight seats, hardly any air conditioning, and a whole lot of patience, as this trip is over 4 hours long with a pretty decent layover. But it was also just €30 for the two of us. From Tirana, we jumped on to another bus and made our way up to Shkodra. A little laid-back city with great bars and cafes that's the gateway to the Albanian Alps, and where the real adventure begins.
All right, we've just arrived and it is stunning, absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait to spend the day here. We're sleeping here tonight, gonna hike all day tomorrow, and then we end up in Valbona National Park. So pretty much just gonna find our place. We just got dropped off in the center of town. We're going to walk to our place and then I think immediately throw the drone up to have a look around. We weren't sure what kind of stuff was going to be here because we hadn't seen it in any other videos. But there's like a supermarket here. I just filmed a little bit inside. There's heaps of stuff. We loaded up on snacks for the hike and protein bars and stuff like that, but you don't need to. It's all here. You can just, you don't have to carry it from Skoda or from wherever you're coming from. They got like big sandwiches too, so you can have like a packed lunch. Actually heaps of stuff here. All right, morning of the hike. It is exactly time.
Shit. 7:29.
7:29. Breakfast opened here at 7 a.m. So we were sort of standing there waiting, had breakfast, and then we're going to try get straight to it. We haven't seen anyone else really walk up the path yet, so hopefully we're some of the first to get across from this side.
Breakfast started at 7, but was really on by about 7:10, 7:15, Albanian style.
Yeah. Beautiful day. It's actually a little bit cold, but we know it's going to warm up pretty quick. Yeah, let's see how long this takes. We've obviously done a whole bunch of hiking and, you know, ultra marathons and stuff, and we've got all the gear sitting at our place back in Poland. So we're in like road shoes. We got just like our traveling backpacks on. Like
all shoulders today.
Yeah, we look like absolute noobs. But yeah, we didn't plan on doing this. This is sort of a last minute thing, so we've got none of our gear. But we got food and a camera and a drone, so hopefully we can get as much nice footage as possible. No harness, no worries, no issues. Look where they are. This place would actually be amazing to stay at. Obviously not ready yet, but when it is, this place would be unreal. Yeah, those fellas, once they're done with the roof, they'll probably cook you breakfast while you stay here too. Legends. We've made another friend.
Hello. You look tired, bud.
Yeah, he does look a bit tired. Not quite as fresh as Valbona over there. I've only come across a few people so far, so I think the way to do it is get up early and get started. It's been a couple early risers along with us. And it's so peaceful, so quiet. Like if you look, we've got no one around us. Other than our two dogs, Valbona and Theth. All right, we've just finished. That's where we came from. up there. And this spot that we're standing at now, this is right at the trailhead. So that's where you start, or I suppose finish, depending on which way you're going. But you can get a taxi all the way to here. So maybe if you are coming here and your fitness levels aren't up to scratch, you want to save as much energy as possible, you can get a taxi all the way to the start of the trailhead, do the hike over, and then I'd recommend staying as close to the trailhead in Theth, or vice versa. You could stay even here nice and close. But yeah, there's ways to make it shorter with paying for taxis or buses and stuff like that as well. It's definitely like an intermediate trail. Like, I wouldn't do it as your first ever. There's little parts where you get a bit of exposure, but nothing crazy. It's a bit steep. I think we ended up we did it the harder way, which was going from Theth, and we had 1,100 meters of elevation in 7 kilometers. So if you know anything about hiking or trail running, you'll know what that means. Yeah, we're here in June, so it was perfect, great weather, not many people, definitely worth doing. We're stoked we came out here.
Shush.
What just happened?
I left Sean's wallet up at one of the bars at the top of the mountain, and these lovely hikers just came down after us, and they were like, "Is this your wallet?" And Sean was like, "No," and I was like, "Uh-oh, yep, that's the wallet I left on the counter, yes." Cash, cards, everything.
In Albania, cash is king. You need cash everywhere. And the wallet would have sat there. We've been gone for a long time now.
So pretty high up.
Yeah, it's like that was very high up. And that guy must have been hustling to come down to get us as a young guy. There's not many people that are moving faster than us.
Yeah.
Thank God he did. And all the cash is still in there. So.
And cards.
And cards, obviously. I don't think anyone would take your cards. It's very easy to take the cash, but yeah. Oh well, all worked out. Someone's looking over us.
Ooh.
We're back on road. We're springing our step. Do a cartwheel, Tashi.
Overall, we hiked 17.5 kilometers with over 1,100 meters of elevation, and the hike took us about 6 hours with a few snack stops and photo ops along the way. But here is the quick breakdown of what we did and what we booked. We left our luggage in Shkodra and booked a 2-hour bus from Shkodra to Theth. Stayed a night in Theth and then did the hike from Theth to Valbona. Stayed a night in Valbona and then booked a shuttle bus from Valbona to Fjerza, where we caught the ferry to Koman and then booked another bus back to Shkodra. The ferry trip was a standout and we highly recommend this. You can find all the booking links and details of our full trip in our Albania travel guide. Link is below. It finally was the beginning of the end. We slowly headed back to Tirana to finish our last few days in the beautiful capital city.
We are in our last city in Albania. We're in Tirana. We're at the bazaar markets at the moment, just having a walk around. We've got maybe 4 days here, and then Tash is heading off to Burgundy in France, and I'm heading back to Bordeaux in France, and then I'm heading back to Warszawa in Poland. So we're going to spend the last few days in Albania, in the main capital city. Is it?
It is the capital city, yeah.
We're going to spend the last few days in the capital city. I think this is where most people start, but we're sort of finishing up here. So far, we got here yesterday and we absolutely love it already.
It's amazing.
So we'll take you along, show you around. There's not a massive amount of touristy spots here, but we'll hit the main attractions and then show you anything else that we find that we think's worth sharing. that is our time done in Albania. We've absolutely fallen in love with this country and these people. We will 100% be back, and we highly recommend, if you're looking for somewhere to go in Europe, Albania is a hell of a pick. Don't forget, in the link below, we've got our travel guides as well, so you can have a look at that. Also, if you want to follow along, Tasha's Instagram is linked below. She posts all the time on where we are, so makes some incredible reels. So give her a follow, and look forward to seeing you in our next episode, which is more than likely going to be in the UK, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, but we'll see. All plans at the moment.